Hi friends, my name is Carolina. I'm going to lead you through a yoga session today. Whether you're doing this in the morning or in the evening, this should get you really warmed up and feeling mobile. So we're going to get started seated on your mat. You shouldn't need any props for this. Come to a seat, comfortable seat. You can lay your hands in your lap or your knees, palms open towards the front. We're going to start by just taking a few shoulder rolls back. And then let the shoulders really settle down the back so that your chest is open towards the front. Opening up the palms, we're going to close our eyes and start to feel the top of the head lift up and the tailbone release down towards the floor. Feeling it grounded down. Just take a moment to breathe and notice how your body is feeling right now. Are there points of tension? Are there places that are feeling really immobile right now? Just taking notice of those spaces, not judging them at all. But keeping that in mind as we continue our practice. Continuing to feel that length through the top of the head, that length down through the tailbone, so your spine is nice and long. We're going to take a few breaths here, exhaling the breath that you're taking right now. And then as you inhale, we're going to count to 5 in our head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding your in-breath for a moment, and then exhaling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take that a few more times at your own pace. Again, counting up to 5 as you inhale, counting back down to 0 as you exhale. Continuing to release the shoulders down and back, space between the ears and the shoulders. And then slowly bring the movement back to your hands, your fingers, rolling the wrists a few times. Then we're going to take an inhale, reaching the arms up, bringing the gaze up towards the hands. As you exhale, the hands come down through heart center and start to walk the hands forward out in front of you. Bowing the head down. Deep breaths in and out. Maybe if your hands aren't coming as far and your body isn't as far over your legs as you need it to be, just placing the fingertips down on the floor. Finding that length still through the top of the head. Take one more breath in and out. And then walking the hands back into the body. We're going to walk the hands back behind the back, behind you. Open the chest up, lift the chest high, lift the gaze. And exhale back up. One more time, walking the hands forward. Take 1 or 2 breaths here, in and out. And then walking the hands back behind you again, lifting the chest space, opening it up skyward. And then while your hands are still back behind you, switching legs. This might feel a little bit weird for some of us. We're going to do the same thing again, walking the hands forward. Inhaling, walking the hands back behind you again, lifting the chest skyward. Deep breath in and out. And then walking the hands back in front of you again. Drop the head. And then hands come up again, back behind you, opening the chest. And then exhaling back to center. Awesome. We're going to come to our tabletop. Fingers spread out wide, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Taking your cat and cow, inhale to look up. Lower belly drops. Exhale, round and back. Belly button to spine, head drops. Again, inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding your back, pressing down into the mat. Shin the knees, press down too. And one more time, inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding back. And back to your neutral spine. We're going to start with the right leg. We're going to reach the right leg out, flexing the foot. And as you exhale, you're going to bring the knee in towards the nose, rounding the back. Inhale, reaching the leg out. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhaling, reaching out. Exhale, knee to nose. We're going to vary this a little bit. We're going to inhale out. This time, as you exhale, your knee is going to come towards your right elbow, towards the side. You're going to look back at it. Inhale, reaching back out, long lines through the body. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Again, inhale, reaching out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reaching out. Last thing, we're going to flex that foot. One more thing on this leg. We're going to lift up with the leg, straight leg. Exhale, get back down towards the floor. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, back down. Two more times. Exhale, back down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back down. This time, bring that right knee down. Sit back in a child's pose. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. And then back at your tabletop, other side. Hands are spread out again underneath the shoulders. Left leg reaches out. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhaling out. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time. Exhale, knee to nose. Again, varying this. Inhaling out. Exhaling, knee to the elbow, looking back. Inhaling out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhaling out. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time. Knee to elbow. Last thing we'll do on this leg, flex that foot. Reach the heel of the back of the leg up and back down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Bring that knee in. Walk the hands forward. Tuck the toes under. Downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here. Make sure the hands are pressed firmly down to the floor, especially where the thumb meets the first finger. Pressing the hands down, pressing the heels down one at a time. Really reaching the hips up and back, tilting the pelvis forward, so you feel like you're kind of sticking your butt up in the air. Breathing into that back space. We're going to look forward, rock the feet up to the hands. Forward fold, drop the head, shake up the head. Inhale, take a halfway lift and long back. Hands come to the thighs, roll to the floor. Exhale, back down, bending the knees, rolling up to standing. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to your center. Inhaling up. Exhaling, forward fold, right away into our sun salutation. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Step the right foot back. Drop the knee. Inhaling, the arms up. Exhale, hands come back down. Lifting the right knee, step the left foot back. Lower down through your version of chaturanga. That might look like this. Up into your cobra. That might look like this. Up into your upper dog. Whatever version you need to do. Back to downward facing dog. One breath in. Looking forward, right foot stretch between the hands. Drop the left knee. Inhaling, arms up. Press that left hip forward. Exhale, hands come back down. Frame the foot. Step the left foot forward. Forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, back down. Bending the knees, rolling up to standing. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, hands to your center. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale. down, step the left foot back. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward, back down. Lift that knee, step the right foot back. Lower down through your chaturanga. Making sure there's space between your shoulders and your ears. Back to downward facing dog. One breath in and out. Looking forward, step the left between the hands. Drop the right knee, inhaling up. Exhale back down. Step the right foot forward. Forward fold. Shake out the head. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale back down. Coming up to standing. Reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands to your center. Inhaling to reach the arms up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, back down. And step both feet back like that. Just take a moment here, finding your plank, finding your center, rocking forward and back. And drop the knees, sitting back down into our child's pose. All right, let's continue through our flow. Hands rounded down, heels reach down towards the floor. Deep breath in and out. Take another breath in and out. We're going to bring the feet together at the end of the mat. We're going to raise our right leg up. Lift it just a little bit higher, and as you exhale, make a big circle with that leg, and bring it back down towards the left leg again. Raising the right leg up. Exhale, big circle out to the right. 2 more times. Inhaling up. Exhale, keep rounding down through that left foot, through the hands. 1 more time. On this last one, we're going to look forward. We're going to step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Just take a moment to shift the weight forward and back. Keep sinking that left hip down. Really finding a stretch in the front of the left leg. And then open up the right toes to the side. Hands come down. Maybe you bring your forearms down to the floor. Maybe you're still up on the hands. And then right hand comes to the right knee. Just gently pressing it out and looking back over the right shoulder. Deep breath in and out. Exhaling, coming back to center. Toe heeling that foot in towards the center of the mat. Grounding the left toes, grounding the right foot. Inhaling the arms up. Sitting down just a little bit lower. Make sure this right knee is lined up over the right ankle. You're pressing the left hip forward. You're bringing both legs in towards each other. So you're really finding strength and stability in this pose. And exhaling, hands come back down. Stepping the right foot back. Lower down through your joints of chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. We're going to bring the feet in together again. Inhaling the left leg up this time. Hold it for a moment. And as you exhale, left leg comes out to the side and meets the right leg again. Inhaling up. Exhaling, rounding that leg. Inhaling up. Keep rounding the hands down. One last time. This last time, look forward. Step the left foot by the left hand. Starting by just shifting your weight forward and back. Calming the breath back down. Deep breaths in and out. And then we're going to take that into a stretch. Turn the left toes out to the side. Maybe bringing the forearms down to the floor. Maybe staying in that upright position, hands on the floor. Really pulling that right hip down. hands if you're on the forearms. The left hand comes to the left knee, looking back over the shoulder. Gentle twist here. Deep breaths in and out. And then turning to face the front toe, heel that left foot back in. Ground the left foot, ground the right toes. Inhale the arms up. Finding a stable position here, and a little bit wobbly today. Dropping the shoulders down. Again, make sure that front knee is stacked over the ankle. Both legs are coming in towards the center of the body. And exhale, hands come back down, bring the foot. Step back, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga, your choice. Your version that's fitting your body, how you feel today. Back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Stepping the feet in together here. We're going to inhale that right leg up. This time we're going to walk the hands back towards the left leg. Standing split. If you can't quite reach the floor, the full hand coming to the fingertips. If you'd like to challenge yourself, left hand grabs onto the left leg, right hand reaches out. Pulling the body in towards the leg. Keep reaching that right leg up. And then we're going to walk back out to our three-legged dog. Right leg is still up. Reach up just a little bit higher. And exhale, stepping through the hands. Grounding that foot down. Nice work. Inhaling the arms up. Again, in that stable, strong position, ground the right foot down. This time we're going to take a gentle back bend. High release in the chest. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, the left hand comes down on the inside of the right foot. Maybe just left fingertips and maybe the full hand. Reach that arm up. Now we haven't done a lot with our arms, so we're going to do a little bit of mobility work with that right arm. Reach the right arm back, and reach it forward. Big circle. Let your gaze follow that arm. Make sure that this right knee isn't coming out to the side, it's still centered towards the midline. Take that one more time, and on this next time, we're going to come up to a twist. If you need to, you can drop that left knee down, or keep it up. This is a more challenging position. This is our center position here. And then if you'd like to drop that right hand down on the outside of the left leg, and reach back up. Otherwise, just reach that arm down. Again, you can bring that left knee down to the floor. Gentle back bend here. Inhale back up. Exhale, hands come back down. Step the right foot back. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Whew. And now moving on to our left side. So feet come in together again. Lift the left leg up. Walking the hands back slowly. Again, find your standing split. Maybe the full hands on the floor. Maybe just the fingertips. Maybe you're way up here. That's okay. And then maybe you want to grab onto the right ankle. Bring the left arm out to the side. Bring the body closer towards the leg. Deep breaths here. This one is hard, even for me. There's a lot of stability and flexibility that's going on in this pose right now. And then slowly, hands walk back out. Lift that leg just a little bit higher. Exhale, sweeping that foot through. Inhale to reach the arms up. We're going to take that gentle back bending and chest opener. Lift the heart. Inhale back up. Exhaling, right hand comes down inside that left foot. Reaching that left arm up. Deep breaths in and out. I have to remind myself as well. And then we're going to take that arm back. Big circle the left arm. Bring some movement and stability into our shoulders. Again, in this last time, we're going to reach up, come into a twist. And if you'd like to add on to this, left arm on the outside of the right leg, reach the right arm up. Maybe your gaze is forward here still, so you can find your balance and just slowly start to lift your gaze. Slowly coming back. Remember, you can always have your right knee down, like this, for that entire exercise. Lower the hands down. Deep breath out. Step back, high plank. Lower down. Inhaling up. Open chest space. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Here, you deserve it. Or bring your feet together. Inhaling the right leg up again. So I'm going to step that foot forward immediately. Ground that right foot down. Inhaling the arms up. Our last challenging standing pose here. Hands come down by the sides. Bring your weight forward into the right foot. We're going to push off of the left toes. Just like that. Come to our warrior three. Deep breath in and out. Find your balance here. And then check over the hips. Make sure this hip is dialed down and your hip isn't open like that. That's a different pose. If you want to challenge yourself, arms come out to the sides or even up over the head. And then lastly, we're going to take this into a standing split. So tip forward, hands come down, leg comes up. Again, same thing. Grab onto that ankle, reach the left hip out. And then slowly, that left leg comes from the right. Bending the knees. Deep breath out. Straighten the legs. Again, bending the knees. Reaching the hips up as you straighten. Rolling up to standing. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling hands to our center. To the other side, inhaling up. Exhaling forward fold. Inhaling halfway lift. Exhaling back down. Stepping both feet back. High plank. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhaling back down. Downward facing dog. Bring those feet in together again. Left leg lifts up. Exhale. Bring that foot through. Inhale, reach the arms up. Find your stability here. Reach the arms down at your sides. Tilt the body forward. Press down into this left foot and press off of the right toes. Lift off into your warrior three. Find your stable position here. Maybe hands come back to the sides. Maybe over the head. Deep breaths in and out. And then slowly tilting the body down over the front leg. Reaching the back leg up. Again, grabbing onto that ankle. And then slowly bring that right down. Meeting the left. Shake out the knees one at a time. We're going to bring our right hand down to the floor. Bend our right knee. And then reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale back down, switching legs. Left knee bends. Right arm reaches up. Exhaling, bring that right hand back down. Straightening both legs. Inhaling, we lift. Exhaling back down. Bring our hips down. We're going to come into the yogi squat. Just going to face you guys a little bit better here. So toes face out, about a 45-degree angle. Heels come as close to the floor as possible. If you have them up a little bit, that's okay. Hands come to heart center. Elbows are pressing the knees out to the sides. Hips are sinking down towards the floor. Just take a few even, slow, steady breaths here. Now, if it's in your practice to do crow or a more advanced crow called crane, you're welcome to do that. I'm going to go through that really quickly here. For you, you can try it out if you want. Maybe pause the video, give it a moment to kind of settle in your body, and then move into some stretches. So, let's do that here. For our more beginner crow, your hands are going to come out in front of you, fingers spread out wide, just like our downward facing dog. Elbows are going to rest right at the knees. Make sure your hands are out in front of you so you have somewhere to go. And then you're going to come up onto the toes. You're going to lift the hips up. You're going to rotate the arms so the elbows go a little bit in. Come up onto the toes and bring your weight forward over the hands. Maybe bringing up one foot at a time. Both. So that from the side kind of looks like this. Hands come out in front of you, fingers spread out wide. Lifting the hips, elbows turn in, shoulders are strong, tipping over the hands. Feet come up. Feet come down. Okay, that's what that first version looks like. If you are a little bit more advanced, you're going to bring your knee up higher up onto your tricep. So for this one, I like to start a little bit higher, with your hips up into the air, hands out, again in front of you. Move onto the toes, knees come up, weight comes forward, lift up the feet. Feet come down, body comes down. Feel free to try both of those, or whichever one you're comfortable with. Or maybe you're just working on finding where your hands are or your feet are. Again, you're welcome to pause the video as you like. And then we're going to come back to a seat, kind of how we started. Legs crossed. We're going to inhale the uppercut. And as you exhale, twist over to the right. Releasing some of that tension. Maybe looking over the right shoulder. Find a long, tall spine here. And exhaling right to center. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling over to the left. Deep breath in and out. Again, looking over at that left shoulder. Now we're going to lower down onto our back, feet flat on the floor. Bring the knees into the chest, just take a rock side to side. Let that lower back relax a little bit. Maybe taking some circles here, even that feels kind of nice. One more exercise here, feet flat on the floor. Do a few bridges. If wheel is in your practice, you're welcome to do that as well. Feet flat on the floor, make sure your knees are tracking over your feet. Start to lift the hips up as you exhale. Imagine that there's a magnet between the knees, pulling them together. And then on your exhale, slowly lower down to the floor. Again, inhaling and exhaling, lifting the hips up. So if you'd like to, hands clasped together, walk the shoulders in closer, and press the hips up even more. And then releasing the hands down. Inhaling and exhaling, lowering down to the floor. And like I said, if you'd like to do wheel, you're welcome to do that here. For wheel, your hands come to frame at your face, kind of by your shoulders. You're going to lift up first into that bridge, And then lift the body up into your wheel. Maybe taking some rocks back. Be really gentle here. If this is hurting your lower back, you can get up onto the toes. Get a little bit more space there so there's less compression. Again, make sure that there's that magnet feeling between the knees. Your knees aren't coming out to the side, but they're together. And then do down this tuck the chin in the chest, lower down, kind of like a reverse push-up. And then back, hands down to the floor, just like in our bridge. Bring the knees back into the chest. Let's take a rock side to side again. Alright, we're going to take some last stretches here. So allow the knees to fall to the left and the arms open to a T. Your gaze goes to the right. Maybe that left hand comes to rest on the knees. Deep breaths in and out. Inhaling the legs back to center. Exhaling, dropping the knees over to the right. Gaze goes in the other direction again. The right hand can come to rest on the knees. Deep breaths in and out. Take your time with that breath. Really allow it to fill the body. Especially the side space right here that you're stretching when you're elongating. And then inhaling back to the center. Last few stretches here. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. Pull that left leg closer towards you. Allow the back to lengthen down into the mat. The tailbone is pressing away from you. Long back. Pulling that right leg in towards you. Deep breath in and out. And slowly releasing, shaking out the legs, switching the left foot over the right leg. Again, pulling the right leg in, lengthening that lower back down to the floor. Flexing the left foot, deep breaths in and out. And slowly releasing that stretch, shake out the legs. Last one today, happy baby. We're going to grab onto our big toes, maybe grab onto the ankles or the outside of the foot, whatever's comfortable for you. Again, still pressing the lower back down into the floor, finding that long back, bending the legs. Take a rock side to side. Maybe trying to straighten one leg at a time. Opening up that inner thigh, inner leg, maybe both legs. And maybe taking a rock there. Again, all of these things are optional, depending on your level, depending on where you want to push yourself today. And then releasing the feet back to the center. Take a long stretch, fingers to toes. You did some good hard work today. Some stretching, some lengthening, some strength. And then allowing the body to rest in your Shavasana, just letting the legs come as wide as the mat. Shaking out the legs. Hands come to rest, chest is open. Take a moment to unclench your jaw here, to close your eyes gently. To feel the weight of the entire body from the heels all the way up to the back of the head. Everything is weighted down into the floor. Giving yourself a moment of rest, a moment of silence and peace inside the body. Really doing a scan here and making sure that there's no more tension in the body, or that if there is, you're releasing it and you're letting it go and slide down the body, down into the floor. Let the floor take your tension, your weight, your troubles. You're welcome to remain here another 3 to 5 minutes, or maybe longer if that's what you need. When you're ready, maybe taking any last stretches that you need. Again, you're welcome to remain there as long as you need to. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to our next practice together. And to finish, this gratitude towards yourself, feel that gratitude towards your body and towards what you've done today. Namaste.